So my advocacy issue that I chose to present on is education. In my home state of New York, 84% of Black, 78% of Hispanic, and 56% of white grade public school students were not proficient in reading in 2019. And the numbers slightly vary from grade school to 8th grade, but a large portion of the population is not considered proficient in reading. I chose this topic because a good education is the foundation for a strong community and a stable life. In my state, there is a major gap in quality of education between white and non-white students. It is my duty as an educator to advocate for the students whose voices may get lost in the shuffle or the noise. The protective factor that I will be connecting this to is a partnership between parent, child, and educator. As an educator, it is my job to educate parents about proper development milestones, best practices, and the areas of behavior, and all areas of behavior. If our public school system isn't a strong foundation for the exchange of information and ideas, then the most vulnerable families will fall through the cracks. As far as ethical conduct goes, it is my duty and my ethic responsibility to help family members enhance their understanding of their children as staff are enhancing their understanding of each child through communications with families and support family members in the continuing development of their skills as parents. As an educator, it is my job to bridge a gap of knowledge. I have an ethical duty to provide parents with the proper resources so that they can help their child grow into their best selves. Family and community relationships are the backbone of stable education. The more involved a parent is in their child's academic career, the more successful their child will be. According to Bronfenbrenner's bioethical theory, the issue of education falls into the microsystem of Bronfenbrenner's theory. This is a small part of a larger system. School is often the first form of community for children. If that first relationship is shaky, then the child and the family can feel isolated and alone. So my strategies for advocacy would be to foster a close relationship between my classroom and my community, as stated in Beyond the Bake Sale, by promoting the reading of diverse books, making sure that all families, regardless of their cultural background, are included in every school making decision, and to make sure that families new and old to the community feel welcome in this space. I would also do constant research for new best practices on how to educate parents as well as my students by constantly attending new professional developments on ethic responsibility, finding new books to read on diverse cultures, making sure we're constantly having a conversation about our differences and how that makes us both special, and but how we're all still kind of under the same umbrella. I'd also be doing constant community outreach and making sure that parents are comfortable with who their educators are, and that they know that my number one priority is accessibility, their child, and accessibility for their child.